Hey, it's Kari Atare, and right now, we in the red room. Let's get it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't like that. On my grind, better plan, yeah, you like that? On these beats, eat it up, that's a light snack. Get it up, switch it up, you can't bite that. Here it go, she got an ass on her. She burned when and tooted up, you smell the gas on her. Bitch ain't got a mind right, I got a pass on her. Pulled up in a new van with a pack on me. Seeming like these niggas hot and get a black light. Put some money on his head and make him act right. I ain't got no days off, I work year round. They know I'm about to take off, yeah, I'm there bound. I took some time off, but I'm here now. Pulled up, made everybody get down. Been stepping on shit for some years now. Leveled up, I'm in a whole nother tier now. I ain't got no free beat, stop asking. Rock Louis fly coast, that is not high fashion, huh? He half-hearted, y'all do not got passion. Push a start on the charger, I will not stop gassing. Ayy, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't like that. On my grind, better plan, yeah, you like that? On these beats, eat it up, that's a light snack. Get it up, switch it up, you can't bite that. There it go, she got an ass on her. She burned when and tooted up, you smell the gas on her. Bitch ain't got a mind right, I got a pass on her. Pulled up in a new van with a pack on me.
What's the deal, guys? It's your boy Kelly Kell. We're back at it with another episode of Red Room. Today we got my guy Kari Atare. What's the deal, big dog?
Bro, man,
Yes, sir.
Feeling good, man. I'm glad y'all have me here, man. I appreciate it, bro.
What's going through your mind as you're writing this song and creating this song? Because to me, it kind of sounds like you're talking your shit and you're kind of getting your stuff off. But you kind of gave me a little bit of backstory of how you even got to Cali and stuff. And now that you told me that and I'm hearing the song, I'm like, okay, I feel like some of that ties into it. But you let me know.
Yeah, man. Hey, man, yeah, you know, last year just been a dope year. I've been getting my mind, my health right. I've been in the gym, man. And,
Yeah, congratulations on that too.
Yeah, man. And I more 2025. I was doing a lot more producing, and I've always been a rapper. I've always been an artist. So towards the end of the year, I was like, man, I'm ready to get back in the booth, man. So I was chilling. I don't really write like that. I just kind of just punch. Like that's what I usually. Yeah, so I just kind of punch and I wrote a little bit of stuff in there, but I be punching it in there, just what comes naturally. I try not to overthink stuff. So that's just how it happened, man. It was dope. I let him hear. He was like, "Oh snap!" I listened to a lot of Dipset.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I'm thinking about something like, "Oh, that's dope." So cut a little loop, and then I started building around the beat, and I was gonna start going crazy, and I was like, "It's less is more." So I just decided not to do too much on the beat and just get up there and just pop it. Yeah, for real.
Yeah, man. It's a good song. It has a good ass bounce. And obviously being from the West Coast, we can relate to sounds like that, right? And so that's kind of what I wanted to talk on next. The song does have a West Coast feel to it, and I understand you being from North Carolina. Where do you pull your inspiration from, and how has you living out here affected any of your, your creation when it comes to making music?
Well, the first CD I remember ever getting for Christmas was Limp Biscuit, Chocolate Starfish, Hot Dog Flavored Water, and I also got The Last Meal.
Okay.
So I played that Snoop Dogg album and Limp Bizkit. That's all I played for like when I was a kid. That's all I listened to. I've always loved West Coast music. I've always loved East Coast music and the South music too, but I've always been a fan of DJ Battle Cat, Warren G, DJ Mustard, Rick Rock. Like I'm talking about like it's always been a thing. And then like sometime in high school towards the end, it was my first time ever coming to LA. So I remember that trip and I'm like, I'm gonna live here. So, it's something that is I've always enjoyed that inspiration. And I enjoy, like I grew up producing Knife Wonder. I'm a big Knife Wonder, North Carolina little brother, always Lil Jon.
Okay.
I'm just big on producers, but it's something that you just feel, man. And I was cooking up music like this before I moved out here, but once I got out here, I embraced my wife. She a Valley girl, you know what I'm saying. All my family is out here as far as her side, which is my family too, and that's just how I be, man. It just comes naturally.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, something about the West, man.
Man.
It's something about the West, that California love.
And I've gotten plenty of it, man. I've met none but amazing people out here that's really, really brought me into the fold, especially with the features I got up there, man. My bro Kane, I reached out to him because I just had one verse. It was just one verse with the song. And then I was like, I could just drop this, but I was like, low key, I want to start putting more.
Right.
So I reached out to him, and Kane, he's from Future Kings. He's done work with the Baby. Everybody's
Right.
dance. He's everywhere. That's my guy though. He's been doing his thing. He's been killing this year. He's like, yeah, man. He's like, dude, hell yeah. So
Yeah.
he does a verse with when he says like, yo, let me get my bro Langston up here too. So Langston, I work with Langston as well, L.A. Higgs, and they both done their thing. He was with the Rangers and
Okay, yeah, I was
so-
gonna say Langston. I think I know Langston from the Jerkin era.
Yeah, man. He's going stupid right now,
Yeah.
man. There's not one verse from him that I don't like.
Yeah.
To be honest, like, cause we worked at the beginning of the year and on a beat that I did we was like just vibing on some Coca-Cola type vibe. We went to Coca-Cola Studios and then we all made a song. Crazy. But man, that guy's bars, like he can dance, he can do it
Yeah.
all. Like,
Yeah.
but he always comes through and slides. And so they blessed me with the feature.
Right.
Just off the strength, man. And I appreciate him because it took it from just my verse to a whole nother atmosphere.
It's
man.
good that you mentioned that and show the gratitude from especially being in the industry and not being from California, because you do hear a lot of negative stuff about it, like, oh, I came here and everybody is trying to step on the next person and all that, which I think does happen. But like you said, I think when you come here with genuine intentions and you're a genuine person, you will get around the right people. You know what I mean? So I'm just glad that you said that.
Oh yeah, man. I came out just me and my bro hat, man. It was just us and him and a couple of other homies that end up leaving within the first month. I think this is a big area, not just LA, but like the whole California. Like you can go a couple blocks and the whole vibe changed.
Right.
I love it out here. Like across from our crib is a whole mountain. And I just look at it and my breath get taken away. Like, a lot of people don't. I think when you just focus on maybe just fame and trying to make it, people don't realize that you're the same type of person that you're trying to avoid. I done met some dope ass people, man. Like but I've always been intentional and I never came in trying to be something that I'm not. I'm just me. I'm the car. I make dope music. I enjoy what I make and I enjoy the people I'm around. And I'm not trying to steal nobody's swag. You know what I'm saying? Like I appreciate the culture and I think that's why it's been inviting to me, because I'm not somebody that's trying to run off with the culture and do something. Like I'm actually in it.
Yeah.
I'm here. Like,
Well, and as far as you kind of just taking that chance and saying, you know what, this is what I'm gonna do and moving out here, right? I believe you said that was 2019 or 2018?
2019, man.
2019.
Well, that's when we decided, but I put it like this. I left. We stayed in North Carolina first night. It was a four-day ride. The next night we stayed in Little Rock, Arkansas. Next night we stayed in Amarillo, Texas. Then the last night was Arizona. Somewhere it was snowing. We got here, pulled up in Burbank, parked our cars at the Burbank airport. That's where we slept for a year. But 2 days after we got here, Kobe died.
Oh, damn.
That was the time frame.
Okay.
And then a month later, COVID happened.
Damn.
Yeah, that shit was wild.
Do you feel like the opportunities that have been, kind of, I don't want to say given to you, because I always feel like we earn these opportunities, but do you feel like the opportunities that you've came across, do you think that those would have been able to come and land in your lap if you did not move to California? Or do you think that was a great business decision?
It's tough to say. I can't say what could or couldn't. I will say I know where my mom was when I got here. And before me moving out here, my mom wasn't in the same place. So maybe if I was thinking that way before, it was a possibility. But I felt like with each state that I crossed over, it was like I was shedding some old habits, shedding new things and bringing my mind into this is what I'm here for. This is what I'm on. I got $500. I didn't even know how much gas I had in my car. Like my needle didn't work. So like, you feel me?
Shit.
Like my needle didn't work. So I just knew that whenever I used to drive to Charlotte, North Carolina, I would fill it up and that's a 3-hour drive. So when I would come back home to Raleigh, it would be a half a tank. So I said, we're going to fill up the tank every 3 hours.
Okay.
You know, that's so.
Because you knew you had enough gas to get 3 hours.
3 hours. So, you
Yeah.
know, like, it's all been faith, bro. It's all been faith. And, you know, I can't say what it would have been, but this is the best decision I ever made in my life.
That's what's up, man. That's
Best.
what's up, man. I mean, and I know we talked about that too. Now you have your family and your wife and stuff. So, you know, it definitely worked out, right? But that's dope, man. That's dope to hear. So, as far as you being, we'll touch on this a little bit too, because we can't not. You are a producer, as well as a lyricist. So you do make art in different realms. And it's like, do you feel like that gives you an advantage over other artists? Or do you feel like what do you feel like that gives you any advantage at all? Or?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. I mean, hip hop is in a form of competition, but I will say I just really been in competition with myself. So, like, I just be battling, see what I can do. I have a lot of responsibilities at home. I got a lot going on.
Of course.
But the more responsibilities that I've been having, it's like the more I can do. So I do hear things that when I'm making a beat, I hear a whole song already. And sometimes I gotta just like take a step back and think, you know, maybe it's not meant for me to hop on this. Maybe it's another artist. And I've done that. And it works out great a lot of times, because that's a part of being a producer, is knowing what sounds right. And sometimes when you just the artist, you only thinking about yourself, but as a producer, you gotta think about everything. That's going with the record. And I've definitely honed into that part to be like, you know what, not just thinking on the side of this is the rapper or the singer or something, but you're thinking about the whole thing, the beat, how much space. You ain't gotta put all these extra instruments. Sometimes I used to fill it with so many instruments, nobody could rap on it if they wanted to, you know? But now it does give me an advantage.
Do you think that it's opened doors for you, that if you were specifically just rapping, that maybe you wouldn't have been able to get into these certain rooms? Or
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Not just in music, but I think in any type of situation, the more you can have to offer is the more useful you are. You know, like that's a fact.
I'm glad that you said that, because I be trying to tell people, like, don't be afraid to add more tools to the toolbox. You know, like, not saying like take away from the goal of the mission, right? Like, I'm not about to go learn, I don't know, civil engineering, or like, I don't know, something that's going to take me 10 years to do. I'm not going to go be a doctor tomorrow, you know? But like, if it has to do with my realm in my industry, why would I not want to learn it? You know?
Why not?
Yeah. At least do it enough to where if somebody needs it, I could do it. I don't have to be that guy at it, but I could be like, hey, I'm pretty good at this and you need it now. I'm here now. I could do that for you. But like you said, just being able to add more value.
I consider myself like a utility back.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I consider myself.
Yeah.
Like, that's what you need. You need me to do corner. You need me, you know what I'm saying? You need me to run it back. What else, man? I can do that.
Yeah.
You know? I can do it. Yeah.
I saw on social media, you know, you kind of, at least a lot of the videos I saw, you're either producing on your own or you are in a group with about the same people. You're around the same people when you create. And I want to know, I was just curious to know, like, do you think that what benefits do you think there is with being around people that are like-minded, creating, you know?
I think it's all the benefits. I think, like I said, a lot moving out here, I shed off a lot of stuff. So it prepared me for being on the big stage out here. I think you could be somewhere random and bump into somebody who does something amazing, you know, like something like a legitimate player in this field. And, you know, back home, it wasn't always like that so much. But I remember I used to be in the studio, we getting lit, we doing everything but music, you know, and somebody's coming in and out. And I realized after a while, like it's cool to a certain extent, but you got to actually be on point. You got to be professional. You got to be around people that you know what you're going to do. Where I'm getting at is I used to be sometimes around people like we wasn't all like-minded. Like I may have been focused on music, but somebody else is just focused on getting turned up.
Gotcha.
And then somebody could come in and now we're not on one accord and we look goofy and we're not going to be taken seriously. So I first had to get myself on a professional mind state. And once I've started taking myself more seriously in my craft, like, okay, this is like, I know I'm nice with it, but if you're not doing the stuff, then it doesn't matter. So a lot of dudes who not that nice, but they work ethic is crazy. And that means the most. So you gotta, when you put both of those together, now I'm going stupid.
Right.
Now I'm starting to get more eyes. Now I'm getting reached out from people that's like, oh, snap. And then we're building real relationships. And I'm so now locked in that is, you know what? I'm not taking these relationships seriously. You know, because a lot of times you can be inconsistent and think, oh, you can wait a whole 2 years and get somebody back.
When I'm ready.
No, like, niggas is not, niggas got stuff to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, people are serious out here. People are trying to get to their next goal. And if you're not on that, then it's so quick to find somebody else who's more ambitious. So it's
that's something I
important.
had to learn in growing the my video company, or it's a marketing company, but we mostly do video. And I had to learn a lot of that, bro, of like really making sure when I come across a potential connection or anything like that, like you said, just jumping on that shit. Really more of a sales side of shit. And yeah, man, it's been good. It's been fruitful.
Come on, man.
You know?
Come on, man.
Because
Shout out.
yeah, because
come on.
people aren't gonna say shit that they typically at this age, you know, we're grown enough where nobody's gonna say something that they don't really mean, but they also are saying that. And if you don't bite, then they in their head they're like, "Oh, he's not serious."
Okay.
I told him. He said he wanted to get in the studio. I said, "I got a studio. Come to the studio this week. When are you available?" "Oh, I can't make it this week." "Then you're not serious."
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? That's how niggas think. Like,
Yeah.
you're not serious. Because
It's a
I'm the type.
fact.
Yeah, and that's just what it is. So I started to learn that, like, okay, like you do have to. Like you said, you can't hit a nigga 2 years later. That's crazy. And people do it. I've seen myself do it. Like, damn, I had this opportunity a year ago.
Can I say how? So my brother Kane. So last year, and this was after like a couple months after the show where I met Erg. So it's dope that we were able to full circle moment.
Right.
But I was doing my thing, like I'm making a series on my TikTok called Beats on the Steps. So I'm going in front of my apartment, cooking up, just making beats, chopping up samples and stuff, and it starts to do some numbers on TikTok. Now I remember Kane he happened to reach out to me on Instagram. I look out like, this ain't real. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause I know this dude, cause I know him from Gangsta Walk. He's been the Baby videos, the Bop, and I'm from North Carolina. So, you know, Baby was going crazy at one point. He was going insane. So that video was everywhere. I look at it, I'm like, oh snap. I respond immediately. He's like, yo, I'm about to hop on your beat. I'm like, bet. I'm like, that's what's up. Like, following, we start talking. Next thing you know, we on FaceTime. We talk for like an hour. Chopping it up, man. Genuine. Love. He like, yo, he's like, I'm about to do this. I'm about to do this beat today. He said, you know what? In about 3 weeks, I'm going on the radar. I said, okay. Like, that's in New York. He said, you want to come? I said, yeah, I was like, yeah, let me talk to my wife real fast. My wife said, you have to go. Right. Like, and at that time, I didn't really, like, I'm not saying, like, I didn't have it like that. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like the first thing that I was thinking of to spend my money on. I wasn't prepared. Right. But, you know, hey, God always gonna make a way. You know what I'm saying? Always. And I said, bet. You know, and immediately, it's like those moments like that, like, I could have made an excuse.
Like you said, like, oh, you know what? This is not gonna work out financially.
On the first plane, I was out of there with him, and we went and stayed out there, and we did the damn thing. And it's lit, and we've been locked in since.
That's what's up,
locked in since. It was a great time. I was like, man, I would have been a dummy to pass up this opportunity, and be like, just because maybe, or like some money I ain't have at the time, I got it. I got it immediately, made that flight, made it happen, bro. And since then, bro, I haven't really let off at all.
Outside of kind of building the relationship, you know, that's because that's a big thing, right? Like, all right, I'm gonna go out there, we're gonna kick it, we get to know each other more, whatever it is, right? Just the relationship building aspect, and maybe even meeting more connections, whatever it is, the networking. How beneficial is it to take advantage of opportunities like that for exposure and like maybe inspiration?
Bro, it's everything, man. It's everything. I think that it's just can't be afraid, man. You can't be afraid to put yourself out there. I've dealt with that a lot of times. Sometimes I'm more of a chill, reserved guy a lot of times.
Yeah.
And I mean, I be turned up a lot too, but really I be wanting to kick it. You know, that's why I have so much fun making beats. You know, I can be able to do my thing without having to be on the scene. But that's not really all that there is to me. So it's a effort that I have to push myself and put myself out there.
Right.
But every time I do, where I've been like, you know what, I'm just gonna chill. And then I'm glad I have people in my life that can give me that type of like, hey man, go ahead, do it, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, he'll do that. My wife, she'll do it all the time. She'll be like, just do it. You never know. And it's every single time I be like, I'm so glad
that you did it. Yeah.
I'm so glad that I pushed myself and I put myself out there.
Yeah.
And because I've never came back with something that wasn't beneficial. Some opportunities may be like huge, but then some may just be that subtle, like that small wins. It's all going to add to whatever you got going on. But not doing it is never going to add.
No.
Like not sitting there and not doing anything, you're not going to get nothing from that. So it's everything.
That's what's up, bro. All right. Well, what do you want to leave? What do you want to leave the folks with, man? What do you want them to know? The last impression about Kari Atare and who you are, what you stand for, a message to the folks, anything.
Hey man, you know what? This won't be the last impression. I want to leave you with, you're gonna be seeing more of me. You're gonna be seeing more of me. I'm enjoying myself. I'm enjoying making music. I'm having fun with it, and I think it reflects in the music. I'm having a good time with it, so I'm gonna keep on doing my thing. And I just want everybody to keep doing theirs. That's really what it's all about, man. Enjoy your family.
Sir.
Do your health. Enjoy life.
Yes, sir. All right, guys. Well, that's it for this episode, man. Thank you guys for tapping in with the Red Room. We'll see you on another episode. Again, this is my guy, Kari Atare, and you seen it live here. Peace.
Love, man.